I so want to make a deck around this one. I'm Ryojion and welcome to the channel. Board wipey wipe. So this is 3 and an Esper for a 3/6 hexproof from artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. When Nevi enters the battlefield, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token for each creature that died this turn. When Nevi dies, you may pay 1. When you do, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. This is such a sweet commander. This is made for board wipes. Depending on the play group, if your play group is heavy on creatures, then this will generate lots of value when you play. One of the potential issue when playing this commander is the pacing of the game. The amount of salt building for the pacing. If you constantly wipe the board, then your playgroup will eventually play around you, or they'll make hasty decks to take you out as quickly as they can. Both scenarios are not good, because if they play around you, then nobody wants to play anything until they have a feeling that it's safe. Then, once they build up their combo, it's a matter of playing one-shot kill game. Whoever that can build up the combo first wins the game. The second scenario is that people will have lots of red and suicide charge at you, hoping to take you out, then dealing with the scraps. So this means you're most likely gonna go down first when there's a game. The 4-player free-for-all dynamic is very interesting because you're fighting against 3 players with every game, so you can't be prepared for what everyone might do. I guess one way is to have a deck with higher power level and play against lower level decks. Then again, you win all the time. That's not fun. People quit when that happens. Honestly, it's fun to win, but it's also fun to have a balance within the playgroup. Based on past videos, my take with Commander is that if you can win about 25% of the time, I think that's good enough because there's 4 players, so if everybody wins around 25% of the time, you have a balanced playgroup. Obviously, that's the ideal situation. In reality, one player has been winning a lot from previous game, then going towards the future games, there's going to be salt build up, so that playgroup will try to take out the player that wins the most first. This is typically the case with casual EDH. If you're in C EDH group, then that might be a different ball game because people are trying to play their decks as efficiently as they can. I would recommend checking out a YouTube channel called Playing with Power. Those guys focus on C EDH, so you can learn more about how that dynamic is like. Personally, I think this card is awesome as a commander. I would love to run this commander and make a deck around it if the price is right. Based on Card Kingdom, Nevi is going for about $3 at least at the time of this video. I think this is a great price for the card because of its high casting cost. And you don't have access to green, so it might be harder to ramp with this commander. In a late game, I could see this commander being really powerful with board wipes and then playing Nevi to get those zombie token untapped next turn. So a way to build this commander is board wipe, so you got Day of Judgment, Cleansing Nova, Wrath of God, and pretty much include most of the white wipes. Then you can do Black Sun Zenith, Toxic Deluge, Damnation if you got the money. Then for creatures, I would put creatures that are indestructible or have blue blink spells that blink them back to the end phase. If the creature returns during the stack, it's useless unless they have ETB. If you have money, I would get staples like Smothering Tides, Land Tax. You play a lot of basics, No Mercy, Phyrexian Arena, Reanimate, Animate Dead, Necromancy. Just to name some revival spell. For blue, I would run some basic counter spell. I would avoid the ones that can be paid with mana, so like Mana Leak. I would avoid those unless your playgroup isn't always flooded. My playgroup is, so I tend to avoid that. Then, if you're loaded, go for something like Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Time Twister, the mock stuff from the Power 9 if the playgroup is okay with it. Overall, it's a fun commander, but hopefully your playgroup won't play around it or kill you first every single time. If you're new, click subscribe, the bell, thumbs up for more content. You guys stay awesome.